it's not too strong for you. Take a piece and pass it on. Fly away on my cell phone. I feel it more than ever.
Well, there's a new way to cruise, and it is for travelers, not tourists. I thought that was just the coolest way to say it. We have Cindy Crane from Azamara, Azamara Cruises, and of course Wendy Burke, our girl from Travel Dynamics. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hello.
So nice to see you again, Chrissy.
Hey, pleasure's all mine. Wendy, we're going to talk with you in a second about your clients and how they can fit into this. But Cindy, let's first talk about, is it Azamara?
Azamara like jazz.
Yeah, I want to make sure I say it just right. Explain what it is and how it's different than just your normal cruise.
Azamara is a new brand by Celebrity Cruises where it's really capturing the experienced traveler, where we're going to go off to unique destinations and ports of call, small and niche areas, as well as a smaller ship. So there's only 694 guests on board going into these smaller areas where you can really get yourself immersed into the culture and the region. So you'll be spending overnights, and
I think, I'm sorry for interrupting, I think cruises are a good idea. I like when my friends go on cruises, they just don't work for me that well because I don't get to stay in port long enough. And in talking about this seems like this might actually be a good thing for a person like me who can actually stay.
It's a great opportunity. A couple things, especially like, let's say, going to Europe next summer. We are including the air in the itineraries, so it actually cuts back on those high airfares to Europe and insulates yourself from the euro, as well as on one of them that Travel Dynamics has group space on, it's 3 overnights in a 12-night itinerary. So you'll be spending a night in Venice, you'll be spending a night in Florence, you'll be spending a night in Sorrento. So you really get to sit and experience the ships, but it's more so the ports of call while you're there. And we're in ports of call longer hours, and we can get into the smaller ports. So you're not going to be an hour outside the city. You can be docked right inside in the city area. For example, one of them that goes from like Barcelona up to Copenhagen, you're going to be going into London, literally up the Thames, and spending 3 nights anchored right at the Tower of London Bridge.
Really?
So you're going to be right in city center.
You have a sense of really being in the cities you're traveling to. Oftentimes when you're on a large cruise ship, as opposed to being on one of these wonderful ones, is that you're not able to have that type of experience. This, you really do feel like you're in a 5-star resort because it's small enough to get into these smaller areas, which is getting right into the city, so you don't have so much travel time in your ports of call. In addition, you have the longer hours being spent. The other thing that's wonderful is the spa, the relaxation, and all of the wonderful 5-star deluxe things that they do offer on board above and beyond what you would normally find on a regular cruise ship.
So are those kind of the types of things that your luxury clients would be kind of asking for?
That's correct.
Right. What also are kind of breaking away from the traditional cruising is on this ship, since it's small enough, there's not going to be any assigned dining, so it's open dining and all resort casual as far as the dress on board, so there's no reason to bring the tuxedo or the formal gowns for the formal evening. So it's going to be very casual and more like sitting in your living room and having cocktails before dinner instead of having it so formal.
And the restaurants are like eating in a wonderful 5-star restaurant.
Really?
You don't feel like you're moving in with volumes of people at a certain time. So having that open dining is very, very special when you're on one of those cruise ships.
Talking about the dining, what Azamara has done is employed Elizabeth Blau Associates from Las Vegas. So she's the one that's known for turning the Las Vegas dining scene around.
Really?
So some of the restaurants on board the 2 ships are as fine a quality as you would find in any 5-star on land.
Wow. And you say your service is top-notch, different than just normal good service.
There's butler service with every cabin. I mean, it really gives you that feeling like you are being a VIP and being taken care of.
Butler service in every cabin. What does a butler do for you in every cabin? Do they do laundry for you or what? How does that work?
They could do the laundry for you. They'll unpack you. They'll pack you, your bags up. They'll make dinner reservations, spa reservations. So your time with is really your time. So all those little things you usually have to do on your checklist, just give it to them. We'll take care of it for you while you're enjoying the day.
Got any special deals, Wendy?
We do. We've got some great group departures. We've got some specials right now. And we do have Azamara cruise specialists standing by, ready to take calls for specials that we've got going on. We have the Italy wonderful vacation in September. We are holding some space on September 13th and would absolutely welcome your viewers to call us.
Can you book something like this last minute?
I would book it as soon as possible so you get what you want.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Well, Cindy and Wendy, Cindy and Wendy. I'm a poet and didn't know it. Thank you guys very much for being here. It sounds like a great cruise line.
Thank you, Chrissy, for having us.